make more money is no longer something that is a wishful thinking. It's something that should happen in reality. So if you want to make more money, please do listen to this video till the end, because I'm going to show you how you can make more money in very simple and practical terms. And number one on my list is this: you do not have a money problem, you have a strategy problem. Yes, you have a strategy problem, not necessarily a money problem. You can find someone who is earning 300,000 naira and ends the month broke, and find someone who is earning 100,000 naira and still finds money in that amount to save and to invest. So you first of all have to have a healthy relationship with money. You have to know money, you have to like money, you have to trust money, you have to be able to have control over money, and then you need to have a strategy in place. This strategy is going to determine if you're going to make more money or not. Ask yourself, this income that I am receiving currently, what can I put at the back burner and what do I put right in front? What do I focus on and what do I invest in? Where can I cut corners so that I can save and I don't mind managing for now so that I can enjoy later? So many people do not have money problems. What they have is strategy problem. What they have is discipline problem. What they truly have is the mentality that they do not have enough, right? So I want us to work on our mindset and understand that you do not really truly have a money problem. What problem you have is your relationship with money. Yes, I said it. Is your relationship with money. That's why you see stories of people from grass to grace, people who were literally hanging out on the streets and didn't have anything, but because they had a strategy, they had patience, they knew that they need to do this in order to move to that level. And while they were at this low level, they were okay, they were content, but hungry for more, right? So we need to understand that when it comes to the workings of money, when it comes to making more money, we need to have a proper strategy as to how we need to move from one level to the other. Being content where we are, using the best, making the best of where we are, right? And maximizing what we can with what we have. It's only when you've properly managed 1 naira that you're going to see 10 naira. If you can't manage 500 naira, 500k will still come into your hands and disappear. So you need to have a strategy first and foremost. Secondly, you need to increase your value in order for you to increase your income, right? Even if you're working a job, what value are you bringing to your job space? And any boss who sees a staff bringing extra value is going to give that staff extra money. If you are in business, what extra skill, what extra value, what product added value, what service added value are you going to give to your customers in order for you to earn more money? Money is closely related with value, right? So what value do you bring to the table? What skill do you possess? Right? What added advantage do you have? That's why it's very important that we keep reinventing ourselves. We keep developing ourselves. We keep adding value to ourselves. YouTube is your friend. Learn, learn, and learn. Take courses that are related to your field of business or related to your field of jobs, right? It's very important that you increase your value in order for you to increase your income. Let me give you a very simple example. If I sell water, but I ensure that I sell very cold water, I go any length to make sure I get ice block, even if I don't have light. I have increased the value that I bring to my customers by giving them really cold water when the sun is scorching. And because I have done that, I'm going to sell my water faster than the person who is selling lukewarm water, or room temperature water. That's it. So always think, how can I add value? How can I bring more value? What can I do to bring more value to my product, to my service, to my customers, to myself? How can I become more valuable? It's only when you're more valuable that you're going to get paid more, right? So my next point is this. In order for you to make more money, you need to stop relying on one source of income. One source of income in this economy is a no, no, no. You cannot rely on one source of income. In fact, I think people should have one major source of income. People should have one side hustle and at least one passive income. I'm not saying you should have 10 sources of income, 7 sources of income. If you can, as many as you can have, better, right? But at least have one steady, stable source of income, have one side hustle, and have one passive income. That's the only way you can make more money. Having money coming from multiple channels automatically mean that you're going to have more money. That also means that even if the economy affects one, source of income, the other one might survive that economic shake, right? Having multiple sources of income is no longer something people should be quiet about. You should be on your feet. You should be thinking, what next can I do? So that if I don't sell this today, I'm at least going to get income from my stable job. If I don't, do this today, I can get this from my passive investments. So if you want to make more money, you need to have a side hustle. You need to think of investment. You need to think of passive sources of income. It is very, very, very important. Now, it's at this point I'm going to ask you to please like this video. Drop a comment if you're getting value so far. And if you're not yet subscribed, please do subscribe. My next point is this. You need to learn how money actually works. How does money work? Yes. And the only way you can do this is to understand that budgeting is very, very important. You need to run a tight budget, right? You need to understand where the money is coming from, how much is coming in, where the money needs to go to, how much you need to expend, right? Where you can save, what you can cut, what you can increase. You need to learn how money works. How much profit are you making? Are you eating into your capital? Are you having an inflow and thinking all that inflow belongs to you? No. You need to properly understand how money works. And the truth is, if you don't work money, money will work you. If you don't have control over your money, you're going to be overwhelmed and you're going to keep feeling like you're just running in circles without any direction. So it's important that you learn how money works in order for you to make more money, right? Next on my list is this. You need to work on your mindset. It's not for me. This place is hard. This environment is dry. Nobody wants to buy this thing. They are saying it's too expensive. I'm too small. I don't know how to market. See, you need to work on your mindset though. You can start small, but you have to have big visions. You have to believe in yourself. You have to have such a belief in yourself that is unshakable. You have to have such faith in yourself, such faith in your business, such faith in your job that people will look at you and think you're cray-cray. Do you understand? So it's very important you work on your mindsets. You want to make more money, it starts from the mind. If you think you don't deserve to have chefs to cook for you, you will not make enough money to pay a chef. If you think you don't deserve to travel, you will not make more money to travel. If you think it's a waste of time to buy ice cream for your children, you will not make enough money to buy ice cream for your children. I'm giving you this example so that you understand that your mind can limit the flow of your money. What you desire can be so strong enough that it pushes you to put in more effort to make more money. So stop making silly excuses. Get up. Believe that you can. Believe that you're worth it, right? Put in the effort, and guess what? You're definitely going to see the reward. And finally, on my list is this. You need to take action daily. Take action daily. Not weekly, not monthly, not quarterly, not yearly, not when you feel like it, not when you're in the mood. You need to take action daily. You need to take action consistently so that you can keep making money consistently. It's very, very, very important. Consistency, they say, is the name of the game. And in everything you can think about any millionaire or billionaire you know, they've been consistently showing up. They've been consistently doing this thing, right? So I want you to know that when it comes to making more money, you need to show up consistently. And if you found any value in this video, let me know in the comment section. What point did I highlight that struck a chord with you? I want to know that in the comment section as well, right? Please hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't. My name is Coach Onyinye Okoye, and I'll definitely see you on the next video.